Hello, I'm Jeff Global, and this is my Global Probe. And on tonight's trawl of tasty TV tidbits we have... ex-Spice Girl Jerry Halliwell joins boy band the Treorchy Male Voice Choir. People who say that there's nothing but rubbish on the telly get their own channel. And for the first time on television, a woman with 2 pussies. All right, hello, welcome to Jeff Global's Global Probe with me, Jeff Global. Now, we're having a look at other TV programmes, but don't worry, there's no sweaty feet. Sweaty feet repeats. It's all right, it's all brand new, Granny's spew. Granny's spew, brand new. Used a bit of rhyming slang there, but a word of warning, don't try that at home. I'll tell you what happened to me. Right, the other night, I was sitting in front of the Matthew Kelly telly. I says to me trouble and strife, wife, put another the on the fire, darling. She says, you what? I says, a the? Put another the on the fire? She says, I don't know what you mean. I says, a the? As in, the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. Log, put another log on the fire. She says, put another log on yourself, you lazy arsehole. And walks out. I thought, what do you mean, arsehole? What do you mean, I can't even get anything that rhymes with arsehole. So if anybody knows what she meant by arsehole, give us a call. Anyway, have a look at this.
And I was cleaning the oven until 11 o'clock, so it couldn't have been me, could it?
Looks like we'll have to let him go, Chief Superintendent.
Very well, McCluskey. Looks like you've got an alibi. This time...
What sort of oven cleaner did you use?
Squiff.
You only have to leave Squiff for 15 minutes and the oven's sparkling clean. You could have cleaned the oven, done the murder and been back home by 10:30.
Oh, Jings Criven, help my bub.
What's your language, McCluskey?
Well done, Mrs. Clough. He didn't realise that your knowledge of cleaning materials was superior to his own.
No, he didn't.
Evening. The regional news tonight, crisis at Nesbrook Concord, bad came cupboard causing unnecessary delay. Chaos on the road, a third company carried emergency repair of flooding in Hartlepool, and a local school boy Daniel Pitwab go for goal with golden Labrador Woofy a cup. But first, the crisis at Nesbrook Concord. Julia, correct them and now. Julia, how do you describe the situation and all?
Absolutely, Craig. It's real cracks here outside the town court. Barracks are claiming that cutbacks are causing unnecessary delays.
About the coming thing going wrong?
Sorry, Craig. We seem to have a problem with sound. Can you repeat the question?
Sorry, not very clear. What are you saying?
Sorry, Craig. We seem to have a problem with sound.
No, I don't have a problem with sound. I'll come back to Julia later on. Thank you, Julia.
Sorry, Craig. I didn't quite catch that. We have a problem with sound.
Come back to later and bugger off for now, innit?
Hello, good evening and welcome to Old Heads on Old Shoulders. Tonight's topic, were things better in the old days? Archie.
Yes.
Rosemary.
Oh, yes.
Tom.
Yes, indeed.
Well, that's pretty decisive. Join us again next week when we'll be asking, do you remember when it used to be all fields around here?
Yes.
No, Archie, that's next week. Thank you very much and good night.
Let's have a look at Hugh Pugh on the telly in Fishguard.
Good evening. Questions are being asked at the Tultine Pub Size Hospital for Bilingual Diseases in Fishguard after a Welsh-speaking heart transplant patient was given the heart of an English-speaking donor. Although the operation was successfully carried out in Welsh, the patient's body has rejected the English-speaking heart. Doctors at the hospital say that the only hope now for the patient is if the body of the donor learns to speak Welsh, and have enrolled the corpse on a Welsh language course at Fishguard College of Lower Education. Principal of the college, Mr. Tom Foolery, said that the body would join a class with other special needs pupils. Scientists at Fishguard College of Technology are conducting experiments to find out how old a black-headed peewit has to be before it can fly. Since the research began 5 years ago, the number of black-headed peewits has decreased dramatically, and the scientists want to learn as much as they can about the bird to find out why. Cricket. And man of the match at today's Welsh test was legendary Fishguard wicketkeeper Shorty Thomas, who has no legs. At close of play, he'd taken 4 wickets, 1 caught and 3 stumped. And at Fishguard Magistrates Court today, allegations were made that Algy the alligator's allergy to algae was giving him alopecia. But zookeeper Alf Alfalfa dismissed the alligator allergy allegations as alliteration. And finally, a bit of out-of-date showbiz gossip. Remember Come Dancing on the television? Well, the reason they stopped showing Come Dancing was because too many people came while they were dancing. Yeah, ballroom dancing with a little bit too much ballroom, if you know what I mean. Good night. A man. A woman. A man. A woman. A man. A woman. Don't get the two mixed up. That was a public information film from the Welsh Language Homosexual Society.
Life's a bit too short, isn't it, eh? Well, it is when you're only 4 foot tall, which is the exact height of tough New York cop Eddie Giraffe. Here he is now.
Somebody get that phone? Can somebody get that goddamn phone? For Christ's sake, doesn't anybody answer the phone around here? 49th Precinct. Giraffe speaking. Homicide. What's that? Dead. How long? What killed him? Who killed him? Where are they? Standing right next to you? Well, then arrest him and bring him in. Goddamn schmuck. Giraffe speaking. What's that? You want to report a homicide? Well, then pick up the phone, dial 911, and ask for homicide. Glad to be of assistance. Goddamn schmoo. Giraffe speaking. What's that? You want to get rid of greenfly? Listen, this is homicide. You need insecticide. Goddamn schlemiel. Shitstain.
Actually, it's Shahidstein, sir.
Shitstain. Get me a coffee.
Giraffe? I've had the DA's office on my back over the Jack the Giant Killer case. What do you got for me?
Shitstain. What do we got on the Jack the Giant Killer case?
All we know is the killer is targeting men over 6 foot 6 inches tall.
Guess I ought to be worried.
Why is that, sir?
Because I'm exactly the kind of guy this killer's looking for.
Well, you got 47 hours to wrap this case up, Giraffe.
It was 48 last time.
City Hall says the department's gonna make cutbacks. If you don't crack this case wide open in 47 hours, I'm gonna bust your ass.
You hear what the captain's saying, Shitstain? You got 47 hours to finger this asshole.
I hear you, Lieutenant. My ass is on the line.
Giraffe, I want you to kick ass.
Shitstain, I'm going to phone every guy over 6'6" in this goddamn city and tell them to get their ass out of town. Tomorrow morning, there's going to be one guy who stands head and shoulders above everybody else in this goddamn town.
Who's that?
Me. I'm going to be the bait that nails this asshole wide open.
What happened to your head, sir?
I banged it on a goddamn doorframe. Happens all the time.
See you up the break. Welcome back.
Shit stain, are all those 6'6" guys out of the city yet?
10-4, Captain. They put the last guy on a Greyhound bus 9 minutes ago.
So, what's your next move?
We wait for the killer to find the only 6'6" guy left in this goddamn city. Just give me 15.5 hours, Captain, and I'll have this asshole licked.
You've got 14 3/4.
I'll skip lunch.
Did you bang your head again, sir?
Oh, yeah. I hit it on a tree branch. Happens all the time to tall guys like me.
I'll leave you alone then, sir, to wait for the killer.
Yeah, just me, the killer, and all these files of all the guys he moided. Patrick O'Donoghue. Cause of death, head injuries. Found next to a tree. Herman Walensky. Cause of death, head injuries. Found next to a door. Wait a minute. These guys weren't moided. These guys all died when they banged their heads on something. Shitstain, get your ass in here.
Actually, it's Scheheitstein, sir.
These guys all died accidentally. There ain't no murderer.
Can you prove that, Giraffe?
Sure, Captain. It's all here in the files. You can tell the DA that this city is safe for guys of 6'6" and over.
So how did you crack it, Giraffe?
I used my head, sir.
So, the city will be able to hold the tallest man in America contest next week.
I certainly hope so, Scheheitstein, because I plan to enter the 6'6" to 6'9" category myself.
Sir, you called me Scheheitstein.
Sorry, Shitstain. It's been a long day.
Well, we've got something from Fishguard now, and I just want you to know that Fishguard is the only part of the country that's officially classed as a grey area. Well, it's all in black and white, you see. So have a look at this cable programme from Fishguard, Fish Eye, with Hugh Pugh.
Hello. Political correctness. When I was a little boy, if you got something wrong, your friends would call you a spastic. Well, they can't do that now because it's illegal. And I think that's a good thing, because I didn't like being called a spastic. Yes, thanks to political correctness, there are now hundreds of words that you can't say anymore. Words like dago. Not a day goes by. Well, you can't say that. Whop. The Sun newspaper is produced at Wapping. You can't say that either. Nor can you yank on a doorknob or talk about a frog in a pond. It's an amphibian. And if you're a Boy Scout, you can do your neckerchief up with a woggle, but you can't say it. Similarly, if something is niggling you, you can't say that either. And if you think that you can see a chink of light somewhere, well, you can't. It's an aperture, or possibly a cleft. Quite right, too. There's no place for political incorrectness in the modern world, which is why Wales's last game of politically incorrect bingo, run by Fishguard man Mr. Tom Bowler, is being closed down. I spoke to some of the politically incorrect bingo players.
2 fat lesbians, 88. Man in a wheelchair, no legs, 11.
Now, do you understand what political correctness is?
No, I don't.
It's not difficult. There are just some things you can't say anymore. Like you can say moon, but you can't say and you can say ripple, but you can't say That's pretty simple, isn't it?
Well, I don't know. I'm in hell of confusion all along over it. I can't get into it at all. I can't, honest.
Darky from Haiti, number 80.
What about you? Are you politically correct?
Well, I generally leave to the missus, see.
So you still use words like
men like you don't understand.
With shirt lifty, number 50.
The women aren't too smart either. Look, you can say Rambo, but you can't say Sam.
It don't make sense to me. I think it's ridiculous.
There's just no place for that politically incorrect attitude in the modern world. Fortunately, those old people will soon be dead, which is just as well, because they don't realize that in today's society, everybody is the same, and we should celebrate our differences. Good night.
OAPTV.
Hello, if you can call it that. When you get old, you think about things differently. Nowadays, if I smell flowers, I assume that somebody's dead. And if I feel warm in bed, I assume I've peed myself. In some ways, I'd actually like to live in Rill, because then when I died, it wouldn't seem any different. Fair play, though, they do try to keep us alive at the old people's home. The health visitor said I should walk up and down the stairs 3 times every morning to keep fit. I do that, and then I'm too bloody knackered to go up and use the lavatory. So I pee on the cat. Because cats are very clean animals, and they know you'll go outside and lick it off. I don't wipe my ass on him. I got a budgie for that. Bluey. Not really the right name for him now, is it? But the prospect of death affects different people in different ways. One old lady got very uptight about it. But the only thing on her that was tight, I can tell you. So the doctor came out and prescribed her some Valium. But she said to him, "Doctor, I've been a Welsh nationalist all my life, and I would prefer a Welsh tranquilizer." So he said, "All right, I'll put you on Rhondda Valium then." That did the trick. The vicar come round the other day and asked me if I thought I'd go to heaven. I said, as I understand it, when you are dead, you don't have to pay any bills. You don't have to sit next to people using mobile phones on the bus. And you don't have to constantly wonder if you've just followed through and shut yourself. And that sounds like heaven to me. I laughed, devout bastard. Good night.
They're rectifiers. 3 ordinary people with extraordinary powers. Dave This, a trade union convener from Smethwick, who trod in dog muck left by a dog that had eaten genetically modified dog food and can now hop at incredible speed, known as Boing. Greta Honk, a dental hygienist from Stetchford, who once slept in a caravan near an overhead power line and whose hair is now strong enough to pull a bus full of pensioners up a hill, known as Platwoman. Andrew Nuss, a brush tester from Dudley, who ate a pickled egg that was 3 years past its sell-by date and now farts like a walrus, known to friends and foes alike as the Incredible Stinking Man. Together, they are the Rectifiers.
There's nowhere quite like Falmouth on a nice day.
That's right, Incredible Stinking Man. I always do look forward to my fortnight's holiday in Falmouth.
Oh, look, here comes Boing with the ice creams.
Oh, Boing, all the ice cream's fallen out.
Hey? Oh, sorry about that. The hopping motion must have dislodged it. Shall I get some more?
No, it's all right. That'll be the 5th time today you've tried. Have a sit down.
I must say this fortnight's gone really quickly.
Yeah, seems like it's only been 12 days, doesn't it?
What day is it today?
Oh, hang on. Thursday.
But look, I've only filled my diary in up until Tuesday. What's going on?
It's like we've lost 2 days, isn't it?
It's like someone's been mucking around with the nature of time.
Do you think it's our old arch-enemy, Professor Von 30, up to his old tricks again?
Thank you very much, Professor. You save us seaside landladies a fortune in breakfast and laundry services.
Yeah. Simply by manipulating the nature of time, I can make your guests think that 12 days is the full fortnight.
By the way, Professor, you couldn't lose next Thursday. Only environmental health are coming to look at my kitchen.
Well, I'll see what I can do. If I have the time.
So, Professor, up to your old tricks again, are you?
Ah, the rectifiers.
We're going to put a stop to your little game.
But I am afraid that you're too late to stop me. Or are you too early?
So, Professor, up to your old tricks again, are you? So, Professor, up to your old tricks again, are you?
He's in here, come on, let's get him.
Wait a moment, rectifiers. Every time we come in here, we end up back out there again.
Yes, it's like every time we come through that door, he sends us back in time.
That's right. We need to stop him manipulating time long enough to grab hold of him. I've got an idea. So, Professor, up to your old tricks again, are you? Oh, what's that up there?
Yeah?
He's disappeared. He must have jumped forward in time.
Don't worry, Boeing. I can make a smell that can cut through 4 dimensions, mate.
Don't worry, Professor. Where you're going, you'll have plenty of time on your hands.
Really?
Did you just say Willie?
Well, that's the end of Global Probe for this week. And if you've seen anything on the telly, be it on cable, satellite, digital, terrestrial or extraterrestrial, and you want to send it in to us at HTV, don't. Good night.